Alright, alright, alright. Oh,
I'm a jerk now.
let me turn that off real quick. Team 4-star so they don't come down on me.
They seem like rather cool cats, though.
Yeah, but they should have kept they should have kept up with it rather than giving in to the man. But where was I? Oh, yeah. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again, The Monsters Gaming. I'm Kaiju, the Mystery Box K, and with me here is Necro Nix. Hello, Necro.
Hello.
And tonight we're just gonna talk. No muss, no fuss, no coconuts. We're just gonna chill out, have fun, and relax. So, Necro, how are you doing today?
Not bad.
Good to hear, good to hear, good
How about
to.
yourself?
Well, I mean, tomorrow is a day. Um, and other than that, I'm just spending my time relaxing, chilling. Hopefully, this damn camera will start working sooner or later because it should work. Because it should work. It should work. Why is it not working?
It happens. Listen, it won't be a live stream if something didn't go wrong.
Two and Shay. Two and Shay. All right, I give you that. I give you that. So, anyways,
I got my order of sneak in today.
oh,
Oh, hey, I see you.
am I actually there?
Yeah,
Okay. Am I echoing?
not that I can hear you.
Am I still? Oh, geez. Hey. Oh, hey.
I
Oh.
see your camera.
Hey. Whoa. Hey. Oh. 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 Hey. Oh.
A little pixely there.
Give me a second here. That's Marcus in the background. Hello, Marcus.
Hello.
Hi, Marcus. Oh, yeah, probably because of that light. Sure.
Guess what's different in here?
What's different?
I moved their bed into my room.
Ah.
I had to for reasons.
Because I had to clean my room.
That's not the reason, but I mean, yeah, we'll go with that.
I know the reasoning, Marcus. Don't worry.
Bread. Hey, Quabs. How you doing, man? All right, give it a second. And hey, we're back. Hey, it actually works. My camera's working. Hey, buddy. You want to finish up your food first? Are you done?
Almost.
If you don't want to finish it, you don't have to, buddy. Okay?
Okay.
You done?
You can have the rest.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah?
Now, tonight you can skip the shower if you want.
Yay.
Go to your room, change your pajamas, and I'll be in there in a second.
Okay.
All right. So, anyways,
Have a good day, Marcus.
so one of the things I wanted to talk about tonight was some future events that we're going to be doing for the channel, including the D&D chapter that's coming up, which Necro has taken the amazing decency to rock on with. He has taken full charge of it, which I thank you for, Necro. I really do.
No problem. As I said, I already sent out for, well, you got Vasgasm stuff. Hopefully K-Man will look at the links I sent them.
Yep. Well, here's hoping.
Much clearer. Much clearer. I should probably just send out a whole link to the whole TMOG thing, shouldn't I?
You could if you want. Thanks, thanks, Quab. He goes, I thought you all were in your 20s.
No, man, no.
Back in the day. Yes, I was. Back in the day.
What the hell? Open up the wrong thing.
Oh, no. We're old fogies. Yes, we are.
There we go.
All right. Now, we're talking about the D&D. We'll be starting that hopefully on the 14th. I will be the, what do they call it? The Master of Fate himself. I will be...
Dungeon Master.
That's okay, K-Man. Yes, I am the Dungeon Master. Take your time, bro. Take your time. So we'll be doing a nice little adventure in the tropics. Oh, hey, Cody.
I thought you said it was gonna be cold.
No, I said it was going to be a tropical paradise.
Oh, my bad. I've been
I
telling
can't
people
find
it's
my
cold,
sticker.
but
Go wash your face and hands.
Okay.
So yeah, we have that little adventure ahead of us. K-Man says, I'm taking care of some stuff, but I'll be watching, so watch on, my friend. These things usually start off slow, and then we go into a rant, and then we don't know what time it is by the end, so thank you guys for joining us. So anyway, that's something that'll be coming up soon. Another thing that's going to be coming up soon will be the Jug Wars, which, as I've explained, will be XCOM or XCOM 2. I'm not sure which one yet. Where I'll be naming the characters after members of the crew, and each one of us will take turns moving our characters around the map until we're either all dead or we win the game. But judging on how tough that game is, we're probably going to look at how dead we are. We got a few live streams like we have right here. These are going to be fun things.
yeah, we got some top 10 lists to go over.
We got some
Stuff
top
like
10
that.
lists, which are going to be fun blast. In fact, we could probably do one of those tonight if we wanted to. Quab, would I be able to act like an NPC? I want to be some sort of thief or rogue. Yeah, I guess we could get you to pop in and be a character, maybe one of the villains or something like that. Quab, no problem.
He should be the mysterious salesman.
What you buying, stranger?
As a couple of clowns together in a trench coat.
We've already talked about that before, man. We already talked about that. Oh, man. For instance, as far as top 10 lists go, I mean, like, if you were going to suggest, I mean, you don't have to pick full 10, but if you were going to suggest an anime for somebody to watch for the first time, I know I've done this one before, but what would be the anime you think you'd suggest them to see?
I mean, I want to say One Piece.
Yeah, you know what? I could definitely say One Piece myself, but after all these years, I've finally gotten to the point where I realized there's just so many episodes.
There is, but like, put it this way, it gives them the option not to look up anymore at that point. But I don't know. Demon Slayer wasn't a horrible one. I haven't watched any of the newer episodes. I think I've only watched season one.
Jonah says, I unfortunately am at the hospital in my stepfather's hospital room, currently watching on my tablet. Well, welcome to the show. Demon
Hopefully
Slayer.
everything's well with them.
Yeah, Demon Slayer wasn't too bad of an anime series.
I mean, if you want to talk about the first one I've ever watched, was actually Inuyasha.
The first one I watched was the original Dragon Ball, but we already know about that, so I would not suggest the original Dragon Ball to anybody. In fact, if anything, I say skip the original Dragon Ball, go straight to Dragon Ball Z the abridged. I mean, just Dragon Ball Z the abridged. I mean, Dragon Ball Z.
No, Dragon Ball Z abridged.
If
No,
you
you had it right the first two times. Fuck regular Dragon Ball.
if you
Or
watched
Dragon Ball Z. Or Dragon Ball Extinction. Or Dragon Ball Super. Or whatever the fuck computing thing they're on right now. Sorry, my rant's over.
shouldn't they be a mod for the stream chat? I am sort of a mod for the stream chat there, Quab. Nick is really low. Now, that's not a nice thing to say. I say he's doing pretty well, but Nick, let me see if I can turn up your volume a little. Maybe that's on me. Nope, I have your user volume at max. Speak.
Hey, can you hear me?
There we go. There we go.
Videos how I have the mic.
It's fine. It's fine. In fact, you know what? Demon Slayer is actually a really decent anime.
I mean, my first two big animes was Inuyasha, because being an insomniac, I got to watch Adult Swim a lot. And of course, my other first anime was also Bleach, aka Adult Swim.
Right. I will say that Sailor Moon is on that list too. By the way, a lot of people, a lot of people won't realize this. Will you stop? Will you stop? You stop. I know the house is all different. I know.
I mean, Sailor Moon, I could throw in there, Animaniacs.
I will say this much though. Sailor Moon's too strong. She's just too strong.
Oh, without a doubt.
She's overpowered as overpowered. Um.
But
Oh.
to be honest with you, I actually really didn't get into anime until, except for Inuyasha and Bleach, until I was probably in my late teens.
Actually, I now knows what you mean, Quab. We'll fix that as soon as we can. But no, I mean, and Quabs did, and K-Man did bring up a good point. Don't be sleeping on Food Wars. Food Wars is incredible.
Never watched it.
If you get a chance, go ahead. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. Echo,
Yep.
entertain him for a second.
Oh, will do.
Okay,
But I mean, yeah, I did watch Dragon Ball. I don't know, it was kind of hit or miss. I mean, I throw Naruto and Dragon Ball pretty much on the same level. They're fun to watch, but they're nothing I really got into. Like, I wasn't a super fan of. If they popped on and I didn't have another anime to watch, it was something that I found pleasurable to watch.
Yeah, but now you can watch the abridged. It's over.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to save yourself all kinds of aggravation or anything, just go onto YouTube and type in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged, Dragon Ball The Abridged. You'll have a much better time. But make sure you're an adult. I'll put that foreclosure on. Or make sure your parents don't give a fuck.
Yeah. that's for sure. That's for sure.
See, I was thankful and had parents that really didn't care. You know, as long as I was doing my schoolwork, doing my chores, yeah, it was pretty good. You know. Nowadays, no offense, you kids have a lot easier than we did.
Is that a shirt or is that pants, right, Marcus? Is that a shirt or pants?
But hey, different generations, we get it.
Oh, yeah.
Not gonna put you down fully like I normally would.
I will say this much though, not Attack on Titan. Not even a little.
What was that? I didn't quite hear you. I'm pretty sure I just missed the whole thing you said. I don't think the anime exists.
When are you gonna finish Dark Souls, Necro?
One of these years.
All pugs watching bow down to the king of Turbo Pug, Necro Nick.
Yay.
7:45. Okay, so if I guess if I really wanted people to watch an anime besides the abridged, which are just 1,000 times better, and I do mean 1,000 times better, I'd probably say Food Wars just to throw it at you. It gets you a little bit of everything. Or any of the isekais that have come out recently. Oh my goodness! My buddy over in Japan, he asked me if Americans really watch the isekai videos. I'm like, well, yeah, of course we watch the isekai. We do it all the time. He goes, well, have you heard of any of the farmer isekais? And I'm like, the farmer isekais? He goes, oh yeah, people who are sent to the new world to be farmers, and then to become all powerful. And instead of going, wait, what? So I started looking it up, and there's like 30 of them right now. Just like 30 brand new, just coming out or going to come out soon. Isekai's about farming.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, okay. And I thought a bunch of people in tanks versus a bunch of people on horseback was really a strange one. Gate. But, it's pretty bad.
That seems a little unfair.
That's an anime called Gate, where they level the playing field on so many levels.
I mean, just thinking from an intelligence perspective, tank versus horseback.
Here comes our dragons. They'll destroy everything. What is that? This is what called an AA gun. Just blows everything out of the sky. I mean, it's a good anime. It's a good series. It really is. Food War, and I guess if you really want to go through an older anime, like an older but still really good anime, Inuyasha is not a bad anime.
No, not by any means.
And Bleach
It,
follows a pretty good pattern too, but you know.
it starts getting it gets confusing. I would say later on, like the first what up to 5 seasons, I want to say it's straight. Hey, we're people that can't be
Put down the
seen
ball,
as
Marcus.
killing these undead horrors that are trying to kill people.
Yeah.
Then you start going with the whole mask. People are half of this and half of that. It gets a little confusing, but if you watch the whole anime through from start to finish, it makes sense to yourself.
And if you really want to have fun with it, after you're done with that, go watch the second part of Inuyasha, where you're watching Inuyasha's sister, no, not sister, sorry, daughter, who doesn't know who her father or mother are, and goes to find them. How do you not know who your mother and father are?
Didn't know there was a second part, or a second Inuyasha.
If
Might
you,
have to look into that.
Dragonot says, if you could combine two animes, one good and one bad, which two would you combine? A good anime and a bad anime, and combine them? I got one. I would combine Gundam Wing with Attack on Titan. Just to watch the Gundams just mercilessly cut down every single one of the damn Titans. Just slaughter every one of them. Nothing would survive. The heavy arms, the death sight, just wreck house. I don't even care. It would just be that level of just beauty right there. That level of... What were we talking about again? I think I just had a wet fever dream. What's going on?
I got two. I actually got three of them.
Okay.
And unfortunately, they all deal with the bad anime as Attack on Titan.
Okay, so Attack on Titan, all three. Okay.
So for the first one, I would like to see One Piece
Oh.
or One Punch Man. One of those two.
Oh. Well, seeing as One Punch Man will just rifle through them. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the Gum Gum powers will be.
Oh, it'll be so much more fun.
Yeah. As the second one, Devil May Cry.
Oh. Yeah, that would be hilarious to watch all the demons versus all the titans.
Yeah.
They might even give them a little bit more of a run for their money, but I mean, like in the end, it's still, it's, it's still just Dante.
And then one other, and that's Hellsing.
Okay, now that's just not fair. That's just not fair. Okay, that's brutality at its greatest.
Yeah. And if you want to, we can make it the Hellsing Ultimate or Unbridged version.
Oh, jeez. Necro, no. Necro, no, no. Necro, no, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. Oh.
More brutality. I'm an evil maniacal motherfucker. Yeah, I don't think I may be nice, but I ain't. Well, I am, but I ain't. You don't want to get on the bad side of me. Unfortunately, you never know which side is the bad side.
Oh, I know. I know it. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what to do with my house anymore, man.
Honestly, it looks very confusing to me now. But
Well,
hey, I get why you had to.
okay, other than Gmod content and some golf content, what other games, minus the ones you stated in the community post, are you going to record? Well, let's begin, shall we? Breath of Fire 3 is definitely going to be one of the ones that comes out. I believe that might have been on the community post. Unless it's going to be a horrible game, Armored Core 6 will be one of the ones I plan on bringing. It may or may not be more than just tactical fighting between myself and a couple of the others. Can't really say anything for that.
I would still like to see it drop in price, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Because, no offense, back when we used to play Armored Core, $30 was reasonable for that game.
Yeah, but you gotta remember that we don't live in that era anymore. $30 is just...
$70?
$70 is a little pricey. $70 is a little pricey. That's why I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna...
I mean, it's a fun game, don't get me wrong, as long as follows the same premises as its predecessors.
Yeah. A lot of people say it looks like Armored Core meets Nier Automata, which is just so sad, and I hope that it's not like that because Nier Automata was, hey, we got a bunch of robots that look like they're made of a bunch of balls and curved joints and everything like that, versus people that have, well, if you've ever seen what 2B looks like going up and down those ladders, do you understand why she's a kind of character?
Yeah.
The Dungeons and Dragons will be coming out. I would actually like to see somebody try to animate a few of the scenes. It should be some funny stuff, especially with Necro around. And yes, I bring up Necro specifically because I have seen personally, you guys may not have seen it, but I have seen personally what Necro is capable of doing when he puts his mind to a game world. It gets twisted. It gets straight up twisted. By the way, we're playing with 3.5e rules, so if you're going to join it for 5... What are those?
My dice.
Oh, sweet, he found his dice. And everyone will be able to roll their own dice, and I will be, for the most part, keeping belief that everyone's not rolling constant d20s over and over and over again.
Like this.
Hmm? There are a couple other old-fashioned RPGs that I'd like to bring to the table. Like Mario RPG, that's always a great one. We've already done, Necro has already done South Park and the Stick of Truth, which I think is an amazing series. I started it. I'll finish it. Don't worry. I'll finish it.
Once you can get on Ubisoft.
Yeah, once I can get part of Ubisoft, because then you know.
Thanks, Ubisoft.
Yeah, thanks, Ubisoft.
Yeah, occasionally your thing gets a little blurry, but...
Right, but at least, well, you also got to remember how old this camera is.
Oh, is that one of our originals?
This is the original camera, still.
Oh, damn.
We have brand new audio software. We have brand new recording software. We have brand new channels, brand new everything. Same old camera. I really got to get it replaced.
I'll have to send you mine, or maybe the Red Dragon one I was looking at.
No, either one works. My Little Pony Fighting is Magic. Oh, if I could find a good copy of it, I'd so play that. That's that's one of the ones I would love to play. Not just because it's a My Little Pony game, because I'm not a big My Little Pony fan. A friend of mine is, though. But I'm not a big My Little Pony fan.
Eventually, maybe a Civ 5 will...
Civ 5 would be a fun one to throw out there. And in case you guys haven't seen the previews or anything for My Little Pony Fighting is Magic, it is actually a well-designed fighting game. It is very up-to-date counter blocks, dodges, dash counters, dash cancels, etc. It looks really amazing.
Hey, Kyle, one thing I want to throw out to you, if we could, maybe eventually down the run, a Borderlands 3 Redux run.
Redux? Quack, quack.
It's a mod.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, well, that was actually something I was asked by Kmod earlier, so let me ask you, Necro. When do you all want to start off doing your Borderlands again?
Hey, whenever, currently, it's me, him, and Jug, right?
Right. So it's just one episode. We've done one episode so far.
Oh, wow. I mean, whenever they're ready, I'm down.
Of course, that one episode was 2.5 hours long, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Homemade tea, by the way, in case you guys are wondering.
I mean, I would love to throw out one of my old-time favorite games, but we can't play it online anymore. That's Heroes of Might and Magic 5.
Yeah. It is a sad thought that used to be such an amazing game. Who knows? Maybe somebody will redux it, somebody will remake it or something like that. You never know.
Right.
Oh, jeez. I'm such an old man. I am. I'm such an old man.
One thing that we may do in the future is Project Playtime. We just gotta see if everyone would be down for it, because it's one that I think we need 7 people all together for.
It'd be a full lobby of playable characters.
Yeah.
It's 7 people total, 6 players and the monster.
So we need at least 6 people, and then the AI could be the monster. But we would prefer 7 just to have all kinds of fun.
Right, right, and it would be a great game. It looks like a fun game. It looks like a fun game. It's not like games like Evil Dead where it's very killer centric. If you're playing as the killer, if you're playing as the killer, you have a. I do not know why. I'll check into it later. Cody, stop. But we tried playing it, and as far as we can tell, unless you're playing as the killer, you're not gonna win. Even with the killer, sometimes you can win, but
What game was that?
Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
It was fun. Now, don't get me wrong. It was fun to be running around as the monster and goofing with it, but in the end, it got to the point where, like, man, I just want everybody to win. I just want everyone to win because it's like 40 minutes into the match and nobody's done anything yet. It's like, I'm with you guys. I'm running with you. Literally running as one of the zombies. Come on, guys, let's go. Over here. Over here,
They kind of made it to, let's face facts, Dead by Daylight style. Killers are friendly and not survivor friendly.
You can take one IP that was ruined, overhaul it, and re-release it. Which one would you overhaul?
What's the IP?
It basically stands for like a game company or something like that. Like, for instance, I don't know, say Mighty Hero 9. That I most certainly didn't spend over $100 on. Plus actually purchasing the game and expecting the book and everything like that for a game that I beat in hour 20, maybe.
Fallout 69. I mean 76.
That could be a good one to do too. Here's how I fix. This is how I fix Fallout 76. Change the title to Fallout New Vegas with friends.
Yeah.
You just take the Fallout New Vegas map.
Or
make it bigger.
Hear me out. Fallout co-op.
There you go. Fallout New Vegas co-op. And IP stands for intellectual property. I couldn't remember what the second word was. I remembered intellectual, but I couldn't remember the property. I thought it was proprietary.
Proprietary.
Yeah, anyway. Apparently there isn't a 30-second delay either because Juggernaut got right back to us. But, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games like that. I'd like to see a Mario RPG 2. I'd like to see more Paper Marios. I would like to see a re-envisioning of Earthworm Jim that wasn't 3D garbage and thrown down the tube. I'd like to rehash Mighty Hero number 9. I would like the Saga Frontier games to actually be fun past the first one and keep the same idea. I'd like the Secret of Mana games to not fall to that whole trope of, no, we're a 3D jumping game. I'd like to take Mighty Hero number 9 and refund it and do it all better again. I would like to see Mech Commander come back. That'd be a great series to come back. Damn you, spaghetti! I have the hiccups now. You know what? I'd like to do Turbo Pug up and make it a little more interesting. I'd like to take Mighty number 9 out of the trash and fix it again. Does anyone notice a reoccurring factor here with one of the titles I keep bringing up?
Mighty sucks a lot.
Listen, Mighty number 9 was a fun game. If by fun game you mean they spent over $2 million on it for a piece of garbage that didn't last more than 2 hours, and then they fled.
Yep.
There is no Mighty Hero number 2. There's Mighty Hero number 10. Nope. It's done. Mighty Hero number 9 was it. It was bad. It was horrible. Please get me another question before I start talking about how bad the game was. It was really bad. It was horrible. It was bad. Thank you. I'm not wrong about it. The game was horrible. Even Jug was behind me on that one. And once again, I spent $170+ on the game.
He backed it.
I backed it. I'm one of the backers. Don't tell anybody. But I'm in the
You know we're live streaming.
They didn't hear anything. Anyway, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. If I were to go over to my STEM account here and take a look at all the different STEM games that I have on my wish list, though, I mean, let me just take a peek here. I can go to my wish list real quick. Not dungeon number 2.
You know what? I'm gonna throw it out there. Heroes of Might and Magic 6. That needs to be re-fucking done.
Yes, it does. Let's see here. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. That could be one they could come out with. Elden Rings, where they actually made it challenging. Earth Defense Force 5. That was a fun one. The Hogwarts Legacy. Maybe. It's
unfortunately, I can't spend that price tag on the game.
Let me tell you something about it, though. All these people were all up in arms about it, and then just...
It's just because I like Harry Potter.
Oh, right.
That's like the extent of it. I'm not a fanatic. It's nothing that if I don't play it, I'm gonna be upset. No.
Well, Mama Bear has it, and
Right.
I have played it for a little bit, and it's not that bad.
I mean, it doesn't look like a bad game, but like for me to get the full experience out of it, I just can't pay that price tag at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing: like all these people were against it, like, oh, J.K. Rowling is anti, blah 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 blah. I'm not going to go down every single one of the trains, but this game wasn't made by her. It wasn't. It was made by a legitimate company with legitimate feelings. There's an LGBT character in the game itself. I mean,
it wasn't even based off of the stuff she wrote.
No. In fact, if you want, you could be yourself an LGBT character. There's nothing stopping it. There's nothing. Zip Zero is not nil. I don't know why these people went on this rant with their stabs and pitchforks and flaming pitchforks, which are torches attached to pitchforks. It saves you time and energy, and it's a nice weapon. Anyway, but I mean, when it comes down to it, not a bad game. If anybody should be offended, it should be the dwarf community, the short people community, because there's a lot of short characters getting just pummeled in that game. Oh man, the goblins just you can pick a goblin up and throw it at another goblin, and they go whack. It's kind of funny actually.
Now makes me want to get slightly more.
Yeah, you could
not that much more. Okay, here, I'm gonna bring up a topic.
Okay, you bring up a topic.
Okay, so, we grew up in a fantastic era for video games.
I have to say yes. I have to say yes to that.
Very quality games.
Back when they actually cared about games, yes.
So, why are we paying $70 for garbage nowadays?
Huh. Singing.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Entertainment System, when it came out, was $135. Brand new games on the system cost $15 to $20, sometimes a little bit more.
Yeah, we could go to like the last good system with good games at good prices. Let's go with PlayStation 2.
Okay. PS2.
Okay, so what, 250
Yep.
roughly?
Yep.
Great games, no more than 30, $40,
Correct.
reasonably priced.
Mhm.
But okay, here I'll throw out a game. Me and this guys were actually just playing it not too long ago.
Okay.
Called Redfall. Okay, I liked the game. What I didn't like was once we completed the first area, we sat on the loading screen not once but twice for like over 30 minutes without the game loading to the new area. And this is a game that apparently was 4 years prior into the making. Where the fuck did it go? Where did that 4 years go?
You know what? To be honest with you, I couldn't tell you. I do know that when after you guys were done talking about it, I clicked on its notification, and the comments were.
Oh, they're all negative. And I do agree with some of them, but in the same sense, I also did have fun.
Right, well,
But when it comes to enemies, there isn't much difference. Once you figure out mechanics, it's a pretty easy game.
crap, incoming. Where? Where?
I don't see him.
Nah. But no, I mean, like, now, Negro, tell me, how much does the game cost? Tell the crowd.
Well, do you want to know how much I paid for or how much Deathgasm paid for?
Give us both. Ah, a quab.
It has appeared. So I paid $30 because thankfully I paid for my subscription of Xbox Game Pass on the PC.
Okay.
So I only had to pay for the DLC, to get some cosmetics, and I think there's like a season pass too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on it.
Okay.
But if you're talking just base game,
Mm-hmm.
$70. If you're talking what Deathgasm paid, which is base game and the DLC, $100.
$100?
$100. Well, put it this way: I spent almost 30 on it for the DLC. The game itself is 70. Put them together, 100 smackaroonies.
How the heck? Simply just cut down ones I joined. I have no idea, Quabs. I got no idea, man. How about Turbo Pug? I got Turbo Pug and all the other pugs as part of a bonus offer. It costs like $4 total.
Honestly, I will admit, not a bad price for all those games.
No, for what they are.
For what you get,
Yeah.
what you get out of it.
I mean, it's basically a loop game where you just constantly just walk and jump over things and see if you can get further and further every time. Now, Necro here does still hold the record on the website, so I cannot deny that. He still holds the record. So all you record breakers want to go beat him, you can. But
Well, I mean, I'm gonna actually throw out a game that I bought for shits and giggles, literally,
okay,
called Sex Life 2.
you need to get laid.
That's beside the point. But honestly,
Mhm.
it's just a clicker game
Mhm.
that you could get off to,
Mhm.
but it was like $4. And honestly, I think it's worth it.
Hey, well, let me get off on it. Let me talk about it. Yeah. So I spent over $100 on Mighty Hero 9.
Right.
Then a week later, I found Torchlight on sale for $10.
Much better game.
Now, at full price, Torchlight was only $40. Okay, I remember that, only $40. It's one of the greatest games I ever played. It really is. It scratched that itch I had to. It fixed that problem I had where I wanted to play a Diablo game like Diablo 2. The problem coming with that is that Diablo 2 was great, Diablo 3 was not.
I
And
have Torchlight Infinite.
do you have Torchlight 2?
No.
The same game.
Torchlight Infinite. I do not have that one. I have Infinite, which I don't know why I have Infinite. Was that free?
It could be.
But I know I watched you play Torchlight too.
It's not a bad game. It's very fun. But for the price tag, it kind of blew my mind. Another game that blew my mind, and I can't believe I bring it up all the time, but it was South Park and the Stick of Truth.
Hey, did you know they came out with a Torchlight 3?
No, I didn't.
Currently $40 still. Torchlight 2 is 20.
Nice. Now,
And Torchlight 1 is 15.
yeah, that should be lower. That should be like 10 right now. But
Oh yeah, Torchlight Infinite was free.
okay.
Was free.
Weird cats. So when I plugged it in, I clicked play. I was expecting fart jokes galore. I was expecting bad reviews, and what I ended up getting the first time I played the game, and Necro and me played it till the finish, and like, I don't think we slept. I think when we played it for the first time, we didn't sleep. We just went straight through the game. Um, uh, so it was such a good game, and I tell people this all the time. If you were to take out the South Park of the game, just the South Park of the game, it would be an amazing game. But with the South Park, it had so much to it. It's just so fun. Instead of dragon shouts from Skyrim, you have farts that you throw and they explode and make noise or whistle or whatever. You can be 4 classes, or is it 5? I can't remember which one it is. You can choose different teams, fight against different groups. The ending's always going to be the same regardless, but it's just a really, really fun game. And I wish they'd bring more of it. And then they brought out the Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
Where did they go wrong? Where did they go wrong with the game?
They came out with a second game.
Yeah, but I mean, like they had the material, they had the purpose, they had the gameplay, and they ruined it. They ruined it, and I don't know how they ruined it or why they ruined it, but they just ruined it. And it's like, why? Why would you ruin such a great game? Now, don't get me wrong. While I could play it, okay, quack.
Motherfucker.
I've been quacked.
He quacks and then leaves.
I saw that. He quacked and left. How dare you, Quaxley? Yeah. So I mean, like, how do you? It wasn't a bad game. It's just that, like, after a little bit of time, you just start seeing the holes in the game. Now, the fight against Morgan Freeman, that was fun. That was hard. I had to do it like 12 different times. It was great. But other than that, there was really no difficulty in the game whatsoever. Except trying to outrun Chocolate Beauty, what the heck her name was. All right, my honey bunny got some good news. Good to hear.
Oh, nice.
She's now permanently working at her job. All right, cool. Sweet
Cool.
sweets. Another game. Let's change this up. Let's throw this around for a little bit. Let's take the ball and throw it and see where it sticks. If you were to pick a game to suggest to somebody to play, what would you suggest them to play?
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming. Might also say Borderlands 2.
3. I'll give 3.
Um,
I'll give, you know what? I'll give every Borderlands except for Tales and the pre-sequel.
You know what? Tales wasn't that bad. It just wasn't a Borderlands game. That's all it was.
Yeah, I mean, no offense when I think Borderlands, I think, hey, I'm gonna go around murdering bandits and big ass creatures with big ass guns.
And then I'm going to take the
Not,
big ass guns those creatures dropped, pick them up, and then go kill other big creatures and creatures for bigger guns. I
yeah.
completely understand what you're saying. The prequel, I'll give each game a review. The prequel, I thought it was fun. I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10. I'd say it's more like a 7 out of 10. Um, if that.
Okay, if we're talking. Okay, are we talking the state it's in now or when it first came out?
I'm going to say the state it is in now.
Okay, I will agree with you there. Now, when I first bought the
Oh,
PlayStation
so
game,
completely different story. Completely different story. Oh my.
okay, here we have Borderlands 2 in this hand, and then we have the prequel coming out. You think it's gonna be almost the same? You're gonna be able to farm bosses, everything like that. Nope, they fucking threw out the fucking window.
Yep.
Said, fuck that, we're gonna do it in a later patch that came out like a year or two fucking later.
It was actually 2.5 years later, to be honest with you. It was bad. It was a bad one.
They fucking realized their mistakes. They're like, oh, why did we take this stuff out? Oh, wait, we should have. We're fucking morons.
Well,
Thank
the
you,
first
Gearbox.
the first thing they thought was, wow, it's not doing so well. Let's pepper it with DLCs.
Yes.
Wait, it's still not doing well. Well, let's add a few holiday examples and things like that so people could pay good money to watch stuff. Still not working? What's everyone complaining about? Wait, that's it? Why don't we fix it in the first place? Because you're fucking morons. Oh. And then we have Borderlands 1, which I have to say is my favorite of the Borderlands, hands down. A lot of people will say 2. I know, I'll give it to them. 2 is a Golden Globe. But when it comes to just straight up, give me the controller, let me play as a character, Borderlands 1 is the top one.
I'll give you that. I mean,
it has so many.
Personally, is mine, but I will. Hey, without 1, I wouldn't have gone into the series.
Right. It has so much fun to do. You get to meet the memorable characters, and Handsome Jack is just this no-name character at first, but turns into a really amazing villain by the end. The items.
Well, that's 2.
Well,
I thought you were on 1.
I am, but like in 1, like you hear bits and pieces about Handsome Jack, but you never actually see the guy. Then when 2 comes out, he's fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Then, and of course, it has some of my favorite characters in it. It has the psycho midget with the 2 machine guns. It has the angel herself, Lilith. It has Brick, who, by the way, favorite character from the entire game. Just Brick. What's Brick do? He just hits things hard.
Right.
And then the final character, Axton. Who?
Let's not mention him.
Let's not mention the soldier, shall we?
Oh, wait, no, actually, you got that wrong.
No?
Okay, so in the first game, it was Brick, Mordecai, Lilith, and Roland.
Roland is what I meant to mention. Roland's what I meant.
The Gunzerker didn't come out
to
until
2.
the second one.
All right.
Yeah.
Then you have 2, which is Necro's favorite.
Which you have for the lineup of that one. You have the Gunzerker, Salvador.
Awesome character.
You have Maya, the siren. You have. Oh, I was a Maya main.
I know it's. I'm sorry, since
Honestly,
they had the bar. Whoa! Let's not play this game here, man. Lilith was the top. All right.
No,
We'll play this game.
No.
We'll play this game. Fine.
Okay, yes, you had the ability to go invisible and then cause major freaking damage elementally. But with Maya, you had the same ability, just instead of going invisible, you had the ability to phase lock enemies all together and do massive damage elementally instead of just doing it to 1 or 2 targets that were right next to each other.
As long as you actually hit the phase lock.
But it was also such a short cooldown, too.
We could have this argument all night, but let's continue down the list of characters, shall we? We could have this argument all night. I'm still going to say, as much as I hate the character, Lilith is the top siren. Maya could be the top siren for you. I'm willing to allow it.
Okay.
Continue with the characters,
Uh,
though.
so then you also have Zero.
I
Honestly,
can't.
a much better version of Mordecai.
I, I can't stand Zero. I hate Zero. I think my problem with part two was there were so many characters I didn't like.
I get it. I mean, personally, I never played Zero, but I've seen so many people play it, and that boar ability is amazing.
Oh, the boar ability breaks the game. I understand that.
Yeah.
But without that boar ability, he's nothing, really.
But then, okay, so then you have Action, much better version of Rolton.
Yes, yes. Two turrets down at a time, force fields, regeneration, ammo regeneration, shield regeneration. If you went down the right tree, if you didn't, oh well.
Right.
Flamethrower or rocket launcher turret.
Yep. And then you have the two DLC characters, which, mind you, is the only one of the game. No, because pre-sequel had two as well. But let's say Sax, only one was good. The Baroness fucking sucked because one skill tree, I think, didn't work in single player.
Yep. And the other thing is, like, to this day, I think I played her for like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said screw it and went back to playing as Jack or something like that. I can't remember who I played as, but it's like, what is wrong with you? And of course, they were the two DLC characters from 2 happen to be Necro and my two favorite characters of all time.
Yeah.
Which is the Psycho! Krieg the Psycho! I'm going to rip off your flesh and wear it as a pony! And
Gage, the Necromancer.
The not Necromancer, Mechromancer, with her Killbot 3000, aka Death Trap.
Yeah.
They were brought into the game, and they were just such huge characters. So from here, you might say we're going to go to 3, but actually we have to take a loop around and go to the prequel, which came out after 2.
Right. Even though it took place after 2, but before 2?
It kind of a timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Okay, the actual gameplay was before 2, but the narrative parts were after 2.
Right. It gets a little confusing here. Let's continue, shall we? In this game, you're set up with a wide assortment of very familiar-looking characters. Those include Claptrap.
Yeah.
The Mistake, I'm going to call him. I can't remember what they call him in the game, but it's the Mistake or something like that. Who literally has a Russian roulette style of, I'm going to become this character.
Then you might remember a familiar boss that was pretty much all robotic from 2 called Wilhelm. Well, he's not completely robotic at the first start, but he becomes that.
Right. And then you have a sweet little gun-slinging little matrix. She was the sheriff in the game. Also one of Necro's best characters. Natalia, Nisha, thank you.
Which, ironically, you may remember her from about halfway through Borderlands 2, where you have to mark her as because she was a villain.
Unfortunately, when me and Necro played Borderlands 2, we killed her before we knew she was a boss. Yeah. About that. From there, we have probably one of the best characters, Captain America himself. Sorry. Went into a wrong series there. Athena, who technically is the siren of the game.
Yeah.
I guess you could call her the siren, kind of.
Kind of. Ironically, you didn't really have a actual siren in that one.
No.
You had the soldier as Wilhelm. You had the goofball fun character as Claptrap. You had the gun-wielding maniac that's good at certain weapons, Nisha.
Athena's...
But Athena would be the closest thing to a siren, but I can't really throw her up there. I mean, she would fit it, but not as well.
And then you have the two
But,
DLC characters.
hang on.
Oh.
But Athena has a weird background. Now, as I said before, okay, so in all the other games, minus Claptrap, all the other heroes in the pre-sequel are actually villains in other games. 3 out of the 4 villains are actually from 2.
Right. Except for Athena.
You got Timothy, you got Wilhelm, and you got Misha.
And technically, Claptrap, if you consider the first game's Claptrap's Revenge.
Yeah. So technically yes, but no in the same sense. I'm just talking him
on
up
the Red
as
Dead Redemption.
his
Okay.
own.
Give us a
But then you also have the Baroness, who you fight in the third one.
Right. And she's just as bad in the third one as she was in the prequel.
But ironically, Athena's the only one that's never been a villain.
Actually, you're correct. Athena's never been a villain, and even though it's Handsome Jack's clone, you do have to technically verse him in the third as well. So, I mean...
in the second.
Oh, the second one? Okay.
Yeah.
The second one. Well, like, the entire series is just based around that. But then you have the two...
Ironically, Athena was actually a good person in the first one. You go to the General Knox DLC, who's the one you're helping?
Oh, you're right. You're right. I forgot. Okay, you got me there. And then you have the two DLC characters. You have the clone of Handsome Jack with his Doppeljax, which, by the way, favorite character of the game.
Yeah.
And then you have
the Baroness.
I'm sorry. Am I reading this correct? Is she really Sir Hammerlock's sister?
Yeah.
Holy crap! I didn't realize that. Oh!
And that's why you fight her in the third one.
Oh man, that just right over my head. Right over my head, man. Seriously, I didn't even realize it. I'm sorry. And then there was 3. Now let me explain something here. 3 is where Necro and my opinions vastly differ. I thought the actual.
Now for me, go ahead. You first.
Okay.
My bad.
Other than the characters, by the way, some of the characters are fun. They're fun to play as. The actual gameplay was stale. The villains made no sense. The storyline was so freaking broken and shredded that there was not a single drop of sense left in it. But at least the classes were fun to play as, and you could play once or twice through without losing anything. Especially with the soldier and her Mama Bear suit. I haven't told Mama Bear about it yet. I don't think she's watching. Okay, she's not watching either. Okay. Her Mama Bear Mecha Super Death Robot suit. Oh. Iron Bear. And Baby Bear as well.
Yeah. But, ironically, she is probably the most OP character out every Borderline.
Well, a lot of those characters are overpowered beyond your wildest dreams.
Oh, without doubt. But her, in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Salvador had 2 really good perks, but you got them down the same tree, but further down.
Mm-hmm.
She has a skill that combines both of those perks, and it's a tier 1.
Yeah, she is broken. All the characters
the most powerful fucking character from 2, they made 3 have it all in one perk that you could get at first level.
Yippers. And we really want to talk about it. We could talk about Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Great concept.
Great idea.
Great idea. In the end, failure.
Yeah. I even got it for free on Epic when they were doing the free games. In fact, they're still doing the free games, but they're not doing them the same speed as they were originally. But yeah, even then I played it and was like, ew.
I had fun,
Hmm?
but in the same sense, I have been watching Epic NG has created a Redux for it,
Ah, cool. Yeah.
and it makes it look like better,
Okay.
a
Quab
lot
suggested
better.
we talk about the Red Dead Redemption series.
Okay, the first one very enjoyable.
Indeed. My favorite part about the game was the slowdown effect for the what was it called? Revolver time.
Something like that.
I could just eliminate just hordes of everything with that one.
Except for the end one. Except for the end part.
Yeah, the ending sucked. Okay, that's where the problem comes in. I didn't want to bring it up, but the problem comes down to that ending. The ending sucks. The ending
Yeah.
just plain sucks. Because up until that point, I had fought armies. I've literally taken down whole nations. It,
And yet you can't take down the 10 people that kill you at the end.
yeah,
I
and with
forget how many people, but
you could even say it was 10 people. It doesn't matter. It's just like,
and they even give you the bullet time.
yeah. And even after you start firing and wasting those people, nope, and part two is all about his son.
Which, yeah, good game, but if I saw what happened to my father, why the fuck would I decide to do it?
I, I felt it was just a rehashing of the original tale. Although I won't
Right.
lie, my favorite character is still the Mystery Man, the man in the stovepipe hat. Frickin' love that character. We all know who it was. Come on, if you all don't know who it was, y'all. That's called the revolver time's called Deadeye.
Okay.
But like, if y'all don't know who he was, like, you really aren't trying. A lot of people are like, oh, it's obviously death. It's not death. It's not death. No, it's a little higher up on the scale. It's freaking Lucifer. Okay, it just face fact. It's Lucifer. It's what he is. He just pops up. And then there's that DLC for I think part one where you had all the zombies. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, something like that. Which wasn't a bad thing.
Not,
Like, it added a new concept, and I had fun.
I did too. You know what? I'm gonna say this. I thought the entire game series was fun.
It was, but again, from my logical standpoint, I saw my father get wasted. Why would I pick up the life?
Yeah, my father died this way, so I should go and become exactly like him. Wait a minute. What's going on? Who are all you?
Exactly. I mean,
Undead
other than
Nightmare.
that,
Undead Nightmare. That's what it was. Undead Nightmare.
great series.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, A+ series.
If you ever get a chance to sit down and play, I say play it. It's
Yeah.
it's Grand Theft Auto with horses. What can I say? It's what it is. It's Grand Theft Auto with horses. You don't even have to play the storyline if you don't want to.
And mind you, most people think of Grand Theft Auto as, like 3, Vice City, of course. What was the one with, like, you being gangsterish? Like, New Age
Oh,
gangster.
five.
No.
No,
Before that one.
Vice City,
San Andreas.
San Andreas.
That's what I meant. They think of that. No, I played the original Grand Theft Auto, where you had a top-down thing. You were told to get these cars and steal them.
Oh, I remember. I remember. That's the original, man. That's going way back.
Yes.
That's way back. You remember when we used to play freaking 3 and we used to see how high we get our scores up and see how long we could
Yeah.
survive? Like, seriously, we play that game to the end and back. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is the GOAT. I'll give that it's a great game. Okay? Probably in my top 50. But I couldn't say any higher than that because I've been gaming since I was 5. It's it's been forever. I know I'm about to hit 40 next year. All right. This little guy next to me, he was born 5 years and 5 minutes after I was, so I know what Nick was capable of. But seriously, I played such good games in the past that if you were to tell me today, or tell me then today, that you'd be able to play 3D games like Fortnite for free on your computers, I wouldn't believe you. I
Nope.
wouldn't believe you. My head would explode. I wouldn't know what to do. Hello, Deathgasm.
Hi, Deathgasm.
I kind of just woke up.
It's okay, man. We're just chatting the breeze right now, man. Answering questions that were being asked by respectable individuals. Or whoever happens to be in our chat log at the time.
I thought you didn't need a wake-up call, man.
Dude, I thought I didn't. It was
You
6:30 and I
time.
fucking shut my eyes for fucking a minute.
And next thing you know, it's 3 hours later and you're like, what happened? What I miss?
So that's why I didn't give you one. And we were just bullshitting here, so.
I mean, Red Dead Redemption, good series. But I have played such amazing games that some of them are even just a once in a lifetime game that I picked up and like, oh my god, it's amazing. I can never find them ever again.
Yep.
So I can't put it that.
Around.
What's that?
I'll catch you guys around.
Oh, okay,
Have a good
man.
one, Deathgasm.
Peace out. He must be sleepy.
Like, one game for me, I wish they would have made a second one or even a remake.
Hmm.
Body Harvest back on the 64.
Body Harvest, great game, great game. You know what? For me personally, I'm gonna go a little further back and say Splatterhouse.
Ooh.
Now I know they made a 3D remake, but it was not the
Didn't
same.
have the same feeling.
No, it wasn't. Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah.
Those were amazing games, and then they made the Redux with the Dante who thought he was something.
We don't talk about this one.
Yeah, we try not to talk about that. Although the one where he's an old man was kind of funny to watch.
Yeah, 5 wasn't bad.
Ha! Ah, 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 ah. The motorcycle demon part, I just love it.
And that's when they found their other brother, right?
Nero.
Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
Nero.
Or did they find them in 4? I think they found them in 4, but he wasn't a big part.
He was there, and you got to play him with like 2 or 3 missions, sort of like that. And 2, the white gowned lady with them throwing knives. Or was that 3?
Right.
Yeah, either way, fun times were had for all. I can't talk about the past without bringing up Armored Core 3 and how many hours I spent on that damn game.
Yep.
Freaking Sam Hain over there and freaking Master Control over here just destroying each other over and over again on every map imaginable.
Yep.
The original Saga Frontier, not part 2. No, not part 2. No. We don't talk about part 2 either. Mario RPG was fun. Mario Sunshine. A lot of people did not like Mario Sunshine. I thought it was an amazing game. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then Mario Galaxy just made me sick to play.
Paper Mario. So
Pa-
a great game.
Paper Mario, good game. Paper Mario RPG was fun as well. I remember playing the original Mario before he was even called Mario. I remember playing Jumpman on the Atari. And then eventually I got Mario. No, Shadow, no. No, you cannot interrupt my conversation I'm having. This is wrong. Just keep going. I know you don't like the house changed. Geez, there's so many games out there that I can't play anymore. Oh!
I mean, here, I'll get throw out one that'll piss my brother off if he ever watches these.
Mm-hmm.
The original Legend of Zelda.
Oh, why did you have to bring that up? He's gonna hate you for that.
Mind you, I almost had a world record there and didn't even know about it. Only fucking thing is, somebody bet me by half a year.
Yep.
I bet it when I was 3 years old. Mind you, to this date, my brother's 39 and has not bet it.
Yep. It's kind of weird to remember that. It was kind of funny though, watching him just stare as Neck goes, "This is easy. Why are you having trouble with this?" And then, ah.
I'm still not having trouble with this.
I'm seeing 3, but I can still do it.
I was a sarcastic bastard all my life.
Yeah, he was born this way, folks. It doesn't change. He was born this way, and he will die this way. An interesting one I always liked was oh man, I'm trying to remember the game. It was a Nanosar. Ooh, Nanosar was a good one. Where you're in a mall and there's a zombie apocalypse. It's
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising. Dead Rising 1, fantastic game. Dead Rising 2, okay game.
Okay.
Dead Rising
3. You're just pushing your fucking luck.
Yeah, you're just pushing your luck. And then, a lot of people don't know about it, Dead Rising 4.
Wait, I don't even know.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. Where you play as a zombie. With human attributes, and you fight in suits. Star Wars Pod Racer. It's what I call pod racing.
And Quab's apparently rich.
What?
Quab's apparently rich.
He's rich?
Yeah, if you go to General.
Oh.
He is quite rich. $1 million. Can you share some?
He's rich, bitches. Is that the actual crab? Is that what Quabs looks like? It's just disguise. You can't tell, but he's actually 4 Quabs in a long coat. How about this one? I'm gonna bring this one up. I'll bring up last year pass. Hold on to yourself. Ready? Kingdom Hearts. There.
I only ever got to play one.
That's all you had to play. Ready to play Kingdom Hearts 1? Go through all kinds of fun stages with Disney characters, get all kinds of magical items and ship parts, and just have a blast. Every other one after that is the exact same game.
They did not mess with the perfection. They actually knew how. You know what? We need that studio to make every fucking game.
You are not wrong about that one. And it's Square Enix, by the way, who does that. Square Enix.
No, wait. Never mind then.
1, great game. 2, great game. 3, great game. 4 isn't out yet, but I'm expecting it to be a great game.
Yeah, but we also gotta look at Square Enix's other track record.
We don't talk about that. Just talk about the Kingdom Hearts. It's mainly Disney who's controlling it too, so you gotta understand that Disney, they put themselves,
Well, yeah. They make sure they can't fuck anything up.
Yeah. So, you know what? Let's not say Square Enix, let's just say Disney.
Yeah.
Okay? We'll say Disney.
Because Square Enix...
Yeah. Didn't they make Final Fantasy 14? We don't talk about that. Didn't they make 15? Yeah, we don't talk about that. 12? We don't talk about that. Basically, anything that came after 11, we don't talk about that.
You kind of could skip the whole Lightning in 10, too.
Yeah. How about 9? Can we agree 9 and before was good?
Yes.
Okay.
9 and before was good.
We can agree with that. Bad Company. Ooh, you have to be in Bad Company to like Bad Company there, K-Man. I'm just kidding. Bad Company wasn't that bad. Turok, Dinosaur Hunter.
Oh, that would be a great one to bring back nowadays.
Well, I know they tried to bring back Duke Nukem and it failed miserably. But I played the game and it reminded me of Duke Nukem and that's why I liked it. I didn't play it because it was a bad game. I played it because it was Duke Nukem. He had all the...
Probably just in farewell with the new generation.
Yeah. But this new generation, the same generation, said, hey, We finally banned Pepe Le Pew from showing up on TV. Congratulations. You stopped a fake rapist who always,
guns away.
yeah, you got rid of a character who always gets to what he doesn't want in the end and is a rapist, but he's the one who always ends up on the other side of the coin. Instead of stopping, I don't know, the child rapists out there, the actual rapists out there, the human traffickers, the sex traffickers. Oh, you're right. Spending in a bunch of comments to say, oh, no more guns for the gun-wielding Looney Tunes characters and no more Pepe Le Pew. You're right. I hope you feel great about. I hope you feel great about yourselves, because you didn't do. Yeah. Stop celebrating every small victory. Get a good victory. All right. Seriously, get a good victory.
Here, take away my guns. Oh wait, shit, I don't have any. Guess what? I'm still 10 times more dangerous than the motherfucker that does.
Oh, trust me. When they said, well, we're gonna go and take away your guns, I said, please do. Come take away my firearms. I'm more dangerous than that. Give me $100 and a trip to the frickin' Home Depot, and I can make all kinds of weapons.
Have you ever seen the movie The Equalizer? We're him 10 times fold.
Yeah. Yeah. Not for nothing, but there's a lot of fun I can have with some PVC pipe, a little bit of glue. I'm just saying. If you guys got a problem,
took out Russian mafia people with home improvement items.
Yeah. Well, it's just the truth. Like, you don't got to worry about the people. You just got to worry about the idea of the people.
Right.
We're dangerous people, but it doesn't mean we're dangerous people. It doesn't mean that you better stop me from going near a Walmart. I'm going to blow it up. No. It just means that in the case of emergency, follow me to Walmart so I can arm you.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
There's another game I'm going to bring up.
Okay.
I actually had fun during this game. I thought about it in real life if it was to happen. Which it won't. It's called Homefront.
Homefront was a fun game, yeah.
A very fun game.
Wasn't it based off of that, what was that movie called? With the Wolverines!
No.
No? Okay. I thought that one was based off of it.
No, because the Warriors actually had their own.
Oh, okay.
Homefront was, it didn't have any basis to it. It was, what if somebody actually invaded America?
Ooh. Well, it depends on where the invasion started, but continue.
Well, I mean, I forget wherever it started, but pretty much a whole bunch of resistance people joined up to fight with the military and everything like that. Now, let's face facts. Any government crazy enough to do that to us is expecting to probably fucking lose. Because, no offense, again, we're dangerous without weapons.
Oh, yeah.
We got a whole bunch of militias that ain't even fucking known in this country.
Mm-hmm.
That have no gives a fucks.
Mm-hmm.
And let's face facts, it ain't getting, unless if the whole world came after us,
I believe
it ain't getting well.
I believe Putin put it best. Putin said that if he ever came after the United States, his planes and boats would land outside of D.C., he would blow up D.C. and kill off all the people that were in it, and then he would make tracks and leave immediately.
Yep.
His reason for that is, them people in the South are crazy. And y'all are. And I salute you. We people up north, we're crazy. All right? But we are not south of the border crazy. That's a whole different cupcake. That's a whole different world war right there.
Well, we might be. Me and you, Kyle,
Well, yeah.
we might be.
You and me, we might be. We might
We're
be.
a special breed.
Yeah.
Of fucked up.
Yeah. But those people down there, no. If we had another civil war, it'd be over. The North would surrender. We'd be all speaking like this now. Y'all hear?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Putin said the only reason why the United States were safe was because there are more guns in the United States than there are people.
Yes, there are.
Yes, there are. It is a terrifying thought. Hey, have fun with all your guns. Hey, have fun with all the bullet holes in you. We don't even have to be trained to do it properly. We just have to know the basics. Take the end with the hole, aim at who you want to die, and pull the trigger until they stop moving. Well, that's it.
Yep.
But I
Because
believe
we got enough ammo for days too.
I believe the last time. Now this guy brought it up as a negative, but everyone in the crowd took it as a positive. So I mean, he lost this war. But I believe it was a senator who was running for president last time, and somehow he lost to Biden. I don't know how. I really think that was rigged. But one of the things is that he's like, per American. Do you mind? Sorry, my dog is going nuts over here. He's like, per American, there are 4 firearms in this country. And the entire crowd lit up. Yeah, woo, he's trying to tell him, no, this is a bad thing. No, this is negative. He couldn't do it. Stop. It's just like, listen, y'all got to know what country you come from. We aren't from other countries where it's like, oh, that's a shame. Why? We should hand in some.
We like our Second Amendment.
We like all of our amendments, really. Well, it's like
we really like our Second.
We really like our Second Amendment, though. Was that the? Oh man, was it? Give me a second here. It's I awake to a crash in my home. I come down the stairs. 3 ruffians come in the door. I pull out my pistol. I take my rifle and fire. He's dead on the spot. I pull out my pistol and fire. It misses because it's smoothbore, cracks the neighbor's dog. I run up the stairs to use the mounted cannon at the top of the stairs because my founding fathers wouldn't. It was full of grape shot. Shreds the final intruder. At last, I attach the bayonet and scream, tally ho, and rush down the stairs, impaling the 3rd ruffian in the stomach and pulling out, waiting for the cops. As we all know, a triangle-shaped wound is impossible to fix properly. Yes! That is America right there. Hands down, that's America. And there's 3 types of Americans to worry about. They're the ones that are confused. This could be about religious choice, gender, sexual occupation, etc. These people are crazy. Okay? But they're crazy in the kind of way that they'll talk to you and you'll start thinking crazy too. And the next thing you know, you're joining them. And there's a second kind. The second kind of American I worry about. These are the kind that are just crazy. Hi, how you doing? You do that again, and I'm going to pop you. We're crazy to the point where we're willing to, well, I don't know, rush you with nothing in our hands and just start biting and scratching if we want to. We're the kind who are suddenly dressed up in anime clothing, rushing you in waves with swords and everything swinging in the blade. We're the kind of guys sitting on top of roofs with sniper rifles and coffee pots going, headshot. That's the kind of crazy we are. And if you run into one of us, you're going to lose it. And then there's a third kind of crazy. This is the worst kind of.
Southern kind of.
That's the Southerners. The Southerners and the serial killers and the people that are so crazy, they know they're crazy and they live the life. Me and Necro used to be that way, but we kind of grew out of it a little bit. But these people, oh, no. These are the kind of people that are going to start.
We're still borderline between both of them, so we're a special kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But like, these are the kind of people that are going to reenact parts of movies on you. These are the kind of people that are going to rush wherever you're landing in pickup trucks and NASCARs and just wipe you out. And when the Air Force and all the other groups come by and say, what happened? We're like, yeah, well, y'all missed it. It's over now.
We're on to the next location. See you there.
Yeah. Catch us if you can. That's the kind of crazy the United States is filled with. And how we got from suggesting anime to true carnage with the United States of America is beyond me. But that's just how these live streams go. And if you ain't used to it by now, welcome to the show.
Now, I mean, you got me. I actually don't own a firearm. There are two in this household that I live in, but they are not under my name, nothing in the source. Never have I once even fired them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I have fired firearms in the past. Hell, I literally almost went to the military because of my marksmanship. When you could hit a Desert Eagle at the age of 18 from a mile away pinpoint they like you.
Yep, they couldn't get him in because of his medical conditions, though.
Yes. They said, you just know, you have no sight on that freaking sniper rifle, and yet you still hit a 2-mile shot perfectly. But I don't own a firearm.
You don't need a firearm. I myself,
Nope.
however, I'm an infantry soldier. I spent 4.5 years of my life in the service. I have shot multiple firearms, and I have come to the conclusion that the United States military needs to have their own firearms.
Yep.
As much as I like to say that the M4 carbine was not one of the greatest weapons I ever fired, and it was, by the way, it was really fun, or the XM8 rifle, which they took out of service because it couldn't hit hard. I don't know about you, but my buddy Vargo could swing one of those things at supersonic speed and club you with it. No problem. But I think that when you join the military, they should give you the option of bringing your own firearms in. Um, not because I don't believe it and everything like that, but I have seen some of the weapons that they've pulled out of these civilians' homes. I have seen the track records of some of these people, and I gotta say this: where are y'all buying these, and how can I get my hands on some of them?
Dude, there's this one video I love to share on Facebook. I don't know if it's like a spoof or whatnot. They're all real guns. But this one guy gets pulled over by a cop. Cop asks him, hey, do you have any weapons in the car? So he pulls out his 2 pistols that he has, on him. Then he pulls out a couple more. And then the cop's like, oh, is that it? Oh, no! Then he goes to the bed of the truck. And there's all kinds of fucking firearms in there. I mean, I think I saw a fucking 50 cal in there, sniper, everything like that. And the cop's like, well, sir, I'm gonna have to confiscate them all and arrest you. Well, why? It's a no gun state.
Oh, okay. Which state is that? Because I don't know that
I
state.
forget. I forget. I think it was a spoof video, to be honest with you,
What
except
about
for the guns.
the cop pulling over the old lady? Ma'am, do you have any firearms in the car? She goes, I got a 9mm in the glove compartment. What, do you have anything else? She goes, I got a 45 at my side. Do you have anything else? I got a sawed-off shotgun underneath my chair. The officer looks at her and goes, what are you afraid of, ma'am? She goes, not a fucking thing. Oh, not a fucking thing. Exactly. And speaking of firearms and issues I'm having, if you've ever heard of the game called Payday 2, it's been on our channel a few times. My biggest problem with the game is that they give me too many options. I don't like any of them.
Because they're not exact.
They're not exact. They're off by a little. It's just irritating to see an AK-47. I say to myself, what a beautiful piece of, and it's not the AK-47. And I've swapped this, and a third, and it's like, that's not an AK-47. The charging handle's in the wrong location. The stock is wrong. And I'm just sitting there scratching my head going, no, 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 no. And meanwhile, Necro's off going, I'm going to attach a flamethrower to the end of this machine gun. There we go. Juggernaut's running around. I got a minigun. That's silence. How the heck? And then you got Deathgasm running around with a shotgun, which I call the Phantos, and is actually a sniper rifle, but he uses it like a shotgun.
Yep.
And meanwhile, I'm
By the way, he does it in freaking Redfall too.
Does he? Okay.
Yes.
If a country makes college football or NASCAR come to a grinding halt, make peace with whatever God you believe in. Damn straight, K-Man. Damn straight.
Yes, sir.
If you stop us, oh, bless your soul and what's left of you. Not to get political or anything like that, but let the Ukraine burn. I'm sorry. They're causing too many problems. We told them, hey, listen, we got you back. We got this. We'll have Russia leave. And Russia starts to leave. And the Ukraine goes, yeah, you better run. And we're like, shut up. And then Russia turns around. What does that go? That's nothing, guys. Just keep going. You're a bunch of pansies. Motherfucker, if you don't stop this instant. And I turn back, and there's freaking Putin staring at you. Oh, I heard what he said. Any chance it's going to end calmly? And he just smiles and walks away. It's like, shit. I just say it myself. Let the Ukraine burn at this point in time. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be political or anything.
No, that won't happen because fucking Biden's fucking shell companies over there.
Oh, touche, touche. I mean, not for nothing, but I mean, we got a lot of issues to deal with in this United States of America. And one of them is called Russia, and another one's called China. And right now, we don't want to be upset with any of them, and they don't want to be upset with us. Why are we doing it? Why are we even doing it? Why are we even part of this? We're one of the youngest countries on the planet. Why are we playing babysitter constantly?
Yep.
Seriously, stop.
And if you want somebody to listen to that explains all this shit, search up Tom McDonald.
You are correct about that. You're correct. Now, shifting gears quickly, because I don't know if anybody actually knows what shifting gears is anymore.
Deathgasm does.
Oh, Deathgasm. Deathgasm's a young enough cat. A piece of video caught my eye. I want to bring it up real quick. I promise, Necro, will be done in like 5 minutes. I promise. Now before
I do want to show you a video after the stream. It's a music video.
Okay, I like where this is going. So anyways, now, I am an individual who fought for the rights of this country. I fought for every single freedom that you have. I stand by that, and I would do it again. This individual, this young woman, was talking about gender assurance, basically, she wanted to be a he. And he's welcome to it. Don't you sit up there and run at me with them pronouns, that kind of stuff, because my pronouns are and you. All right?
It's he, she, him, it.
Mine are knock you and on the floor. Those are my pronouns. Now, this gentleman came up and brought a bunch of things to my attention that I actually didn't know about the gender reassignment, there it is, that I didn't have a clue about. So just give me a few seconds to talk about this. I'll be done. He, once again, was a she, but is now a he, went through multiple surgeries, cleaned out the insides, breast reduction, breast removal, takes all kinds of pills and everything like that. And apparently that's normal for people. I don't know. I plan to be born and stay male, but if you want to be female, or if you want to be male, or if you want to be a donkey, I say go for it. This world needs more weird in it, and I damn well need more weird people to be friends with. But this person went to talking about how negative the response was from friends, from family, from people she didn't even know. And after hearing all the negative things that happened, I gotta say, if y'all gonna do it, just be careful with yourselves, all right?
Oh yeah.
Be careful. Don't do it and expect that everyone in the world is going to be with you. Don't expect that at all. Just be careful with yourselves. If you need someone to talk to, there's counselors out there. You shoot me a message, I'll talk to you. I don't give a damn. But just be careful with yourselves. The hell that this poor person went through. Going to the male bathrooms and being forced to do stuff. Beaten, drugged, raped. And I'm not going to say what city she was in, what state she was in, but she was in a nice city, in a nice state. But she was just treated so maliciously. Malicious. Yeah, god awful. It's so malicious that was happening to these people. And I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, go get your pecker cut off, or hey, get a pecker cut on. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that if you go through the surgery, just remember, it is not a standard battle. It is a war zone. And this is coming from a guy who has been to war zones before. I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy from what this person did. And this person went through for a good 10, 15 minutes in front of Congress about it. Just be careful with yourselves. You know, this is a public service announcement from the modders of gaming. Just watch yourselves. And whatever.
Actually, I'll throw out another service announcement once you're done.
I'm about to finish. Just give me 1 second. If you need it, we're here. Necro.
Yeah. So, I watched this one YouTube. She's a woman that pretty much fights for men's rights. You know how all feminists are against men, whatnot.
Not
Well,
all, but I will agree with you.
She's a man's right advocate, actually.
We have those?
Yes, and she's a woman. Like, through and through, no changing anything like that.
Oh, wow.
She's actually been in an abusive relationship with the guy, and still is a advocate for men.
Interesting person. Interesting person. Please do continue.
But apparently, up in Canada, there was a guy who, you know, was wronged by women and was trying to get the country to open their eyes and say, hey, this is what happened to me. We need to quit having these joint safe houses, you know, shelters for people. We need to have one for men, one for women kind of deal.
Okay.
Because having a man in this environment, I mean, he's been through that, like, to them, and it was not a good situation for either behalf.
Mm-hmm.
But the government said no. So him, out of the kindness of his heart, he actually opened his doors for people of the men to have a safe place to go. And then he also tried to have the government help him.
Right.
They were completely against this idea and would not give him an ounce of fucking money. So eventually it ended up that him doing all those nice things ran him dry. Where he had to sell his house, everything he owned, everything like that, and then eventually killed himself.
Oh, dude. That ain't right.
It ain't right.
That ain't right, no.
But it's, again, I get it on both sides. We wrong each other.
That's correct.
You know, men and women. But having a joint shelter ain't gonna help. Because there are just women's shelters. Why is there no men's?
I've often wondered that myself.
So, there's another public service announcement.
All right. So sorry to bring everyone down to a low. Let's bring ourselves back up to a high.
Right.
What kind of drugs have you been on recently, Necro?
Nicotine.
Not the answer I was hoping for, but hey. Oh boy, how do you pull yourself out of a spot like that? I'll tell you how you pull yourself out of that. So, Necro. You've seen a lot of anime, correct?
Yeah.
What would be a good anime other than One Piece, obviously, that you would really want to be in? Like, what would be an anime that you would want to be in? For whatever reason, you don't even have to be a main character. You could just be a background character in the world. Like, what would be the anime you'd want to be in?
I would like to be part of the Helsing one.
The Hellsing organization or the Hellsing world?
Organization.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wish you the greatest of luck, my friend.
I think I'd fit well.
Well, I never said you wouldn't fit well. In fact, if anything, I think that you yourself and I think you would actually do really well in the Hellsing world, especially with your knowledge of who Hellsing himself actually is.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't feel that's a threat and decides to ice you on the spot. I think that you could find that would be an excellent world to be in. As for me, I'm kind of partial to the world of Food Wars. For all the good food. But in all reality, if I were going to be in one, I'd actually want to be in Hunter x Hunter. So not a lot of people know the anime. A lot of people know the anime for Gone going, rock, first comes rock. And I want to be in the world solely for one reason. That's so I can learn a very specific technique. It's a technique that allows you to use your nyan, as it's called in the anime. Nyan. Sorry, can't help myself. To summon up a young woman. Get your head out of the ground there, Necro. It's not that kind of woman. Although she probably could. But anyway, her ability is she can give massages. Now, I know what you're saying. Okay, that's pretty sexual. That's pretty sexual. The best cure for everything is drink water, change your socks, and mow train. Yep, you're not wrong about that one, Game On. What it does is it allows her to do different types of massages, and one of them is with a 30-minute back rub with a special lotion she can create. Get your head out of the gutters again, folks. I know you back there, you. I know it's you. I know you. No, it's you. Yes, it's you. Shame, naughty. Anime rock paper scissors. I didn't know there was an anime about rock paper scissors, but a 30-minute back rub will give you what is the equivalent of 8 hours of sleep and cure you of any aches and pains and bruises and anything like that, and will increase how strong your immunity is so you can actually be cured of diseases and stuff. For 30 minutes, 30 minutes of laying on the ground and having this girl give you a back rub and everything, boom, you're awake again. That means every freaking 12 to 14 hours, I can just snap my fingers, have her show up again, give me another massage, and just keep going. I am A-okay with that. It's on YouTube. Anime Rock, Paper, Scissors on YouTube. No, I haven't seen that one, I'm afraid. What is that about there, Crabs? It's a short episode. That will explain it. We'll probably have to look that up after this. But another anime that I wouldn't mind being in. Actually, you know what? Let's bring this down. Powers and abilities in anime. What do you think? What would be one that you'd want? Think about it. You know, you've seen a lot of anime. You know what there's a lot about. You know, what would be something you would want? Something that you could really think. Yes, yes.
Pandora's box from Devil May Cry.
Ooh, the weapon with 666 different weapons in it. We only get to see 13 of them. Yeah, that would be an interesting one to have. That'd be, and it's in a suitcase too, folks. It's a suitcase. Oh, that's such a good weapon. That is. Let's see here. Up to me, huh? Well, if we're gonna go with weapons, the Iron Cloud weapon from One Piece. It's a weapon made of this material called Iron Cloud, which can be shaped and wielded to be all kinds of things: shields, spears, barbed wire. It's toxic because it can get into your bloodstream. I think if I were in the One Piece universe, I don't think I would want a devil fruit, but I do think I would want one or two of those. I'd become Gaara of the Funk. Gaara of the Funk. Actually, that would be who I was in One Piece. I'd be Gaara of the Funk. Try to get clothing as much as I can, carry as much of that iron sand in my back, just prepare myself so I could do it, and then, oh, it's on, motherfucker. Funk coughing. Ah! I got some good news. You don't got to worry about where your God is anymore, because I found him right here, and he's fresh out of mercy.
But if we're talking powers.
Yeah, powers. Abilities, skills, techniques. Monkey.
I have to get back to you.
All right. Another one that I thought would always be really cool, though, is the Death Ball from Dragon Ball Z. And I'm not talking about Frieza's Doomsday Ball or whatever the hell it is, where she's something. it. We'll call it it. Someone's that Earth-destroying planetoid and it just blows the planet up. No, I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking from Android 13. His trucker hat, death ball. The TH stands for trucker hat. Yes. It's a great idea. It's a great technique, offensive, defensive, etc. Also, what is with there not being enough people using psychic abilities in that series?
Yeah.
There's Captain Silver from the original Dragon Ball. There's Chao Su. And then there's Goldo.
Yeah.
I think there's somebody from the Super Dragon Ball world too. Not 100%. I mean, there's like 4 people that use this skill. Like Voldo can, or Goldo, sorry, Voldo's a different character with different tastes. Goldo can literally just hold his breath and run, and everyone stopped. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how strong you are, it doesn't matter how skilled you are. He could literally hold his breath, walk over with a needle, stab you in the neck with it, and just walk away and watch you die when you hit the ground. I was like, I mean, I was in scuba. I can hold my breath for a very, very long time. Ladies. Anyway, you know, it's just like, even Captain Silver had the ability to paralyze you with a look, just like, and then you were like, ah. Like, no one ever uses those skills. Chaosu uses his to constantly float around and detonate himself.
Yeah.
There's a nice little category of powers that a lot of people don't like. I see them in anime all the time. And just like, why don't people use them more often? Like, I'll give an example. I'll take one of your favorite animes, Bleach. Okay? In Bleach, you have the Shikai and you have the Bankai. But in between them, there's this little thing called magic, spiritual power, Rezio, which can do things like trap your opponents in giant metal coffins, shoot beams out of your eyes, shoot lasers, grab people, throw people, teleport yourself, teleport other people. It's used like 10 times throughout the entire series, and then it's done.
Yeah.
What? I use Haku number 93. What are the other 92 abilities? It's never brought up. You can only guess what it is. It's there though, and like they all know it except for Ichigo. But I mean, I'm pretty sure if he had 5 minutes, he could learn how to do it and just like abracadabra people.
So I think I have mine.
Okay.
It would be the powers that Jack the Ripper has in Ragnarok.
Oh. Hunter x Hunter, the clown cards, and bungee gum. Okay, man, you are 100% correct on that one. And are you? And are you, my friend? You're not 100. You are correct there. So many different capabilities with that skill too. That's just broken. Hockey. Hockey would be an interesting one to have. You have armament hockey, visual hockey, and Emperor's hockey. Emperor's hockey's kind of a hit and miss kind of deal, but armament and visual hockey, those two on the other hand, those are fun. The thing I like about hockey the most is, like, unlike a lot of skills in the One Piece universe, you don't need to be born with it. You can just learn it. You know?
I mean, as another one, I
Mhm.
guess it would be either a weapon or a ability, but Kill a Kill.
Which one?
Kill a Kill, the one where the girls literally wear their weapon slash suit.
Oh, okay. That you're talking about the outfits where the skimpier the outfit becomes, the more powerful they become. Okay, I got you there. Yeah, those are broken skills too. Okay, I mean, the more embarrassed you are, the more powerful you become. What? Who told you that?
Strip me naked, motherfucker!
Strip me. I'll fight him without clothes on. Give me a bow tie. I'm not afraid to be embarrassed. Gave that up years ago. A lot of
It makes me wonder if it would actually work on us.
It would not work on us, no, because we wouldn't be. I mean, technically, we would be with the least amount of clothing and thus embarrassing everybody else, but I'm pretty sure it's done so you can be embarrassed, so the blood flow comes closer to the surface. So it's like, dress me up as a furry. Oh, crap. Oh. There's a group of people I have really hard times understanding. I have a hard time understanding. I'm not against them. I think they're awesome people. I just don't understand them. I'm going to run around in a mascot costume and jump on top of each other and have sex through it. No. No, I'm not. No. I'd fuck a werewolf, but I wouldn't fuck a guy dressed up as a werewolf. Just throwing it out there. See? Even I'm messed up in the head.
Yeah.
What is the anime? Man, I cannot remember the name of it. I was just watching it recently. What did I just hear? Nothing you want to hear again. Jeez, it's something about sorcerers. These individuals, they run around with cursed energy and they punch and beat the hell out of each other and monsters and stuff like that. I cannot remember the name of it. It's not Chainsaw Demon or Devil. It's not Chainsaw Devil at all. Although that is an interesting anime. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it is a very interesting anime.
I might have watched the first episode. Is that where he has a chainsaw in his head that makes him like powerful?
Yeah.
Or is that a different one?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's actually in his heart. He pulls a cord and becomes chainsaws.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting series. Something sorcerer. I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, in it, the idea is like you get to use this cursed energy to create domains or to attack people with. And there's this really badass character who has the power of infinity plus one. It's just infinity. He can literally bring you to a world of infinity, which is kind of broken if you ask me. But like throughout the series, you run into a lot of characters, but then there's just one character. To become a blood raven in Warhammer 40k, you have fun with your 7 hearts and 3 lungs. If we're going down that line, hello, I'm a Tyrannid. Rawr.
Hello, Gabe.
Hello, Nick.
Hello, Gabe.
Hello. Hello, Kaiju. How's it going?
It
This
is
me.
It's going interestingly. Oh, Gabe, jeez. Hey, man, how's it going? That scared the crap out of me. You came out of the shadows.
Indeed, I am a Shadowborn.
Ah, good to hear, good to hear.
The shadows I go.
All right, good to hear.
Gabe, just to let you know, you just showed yourself on camera. On stream.
Live stream.
Live stream.
Nice eyebrows. Something. Geez, I can't remember. But yeah, there's this one character in it who's this really beefy looking gentleman with a top knot, and his special ability is whenever he claps his hands together, he can teleport himself with something else or somebody else. And like there's a scene where him and his one buddy are fighting. He's like clap as like they move, clap, they move, and then suddenly he does like this clap that looks like he's having sex. Like oh, I'm like oh god, what's wrong with this guy? Like some of the claps are like teleport. And then there's this one where it's like he's got like his face like oh, like he just orgasmed their teleport. It's like what the fuck am I watching here? This is great. K-Man wants to become a 40k Warhammer Blood Raven. I say good luck to you. I'll be a Tyrannid. I'll be one of those races that no one's found yet and doesn't want to be found. That sounds like a fun one to be. I cannot remember the name.
Quick question for you. If you had a ability from an anime, what would it be?
What having one of those little dolls in the Grimoire from Zatch Bell?
Ooh.
That could be pretty cool. The elemental bit.
Beard scratcher, Nick?
No, it's a back scratcher, but I'm using
Why,
it.
why are you using it as a beard scratcher?
Why isn't he using it as a beard scratcher?
Good point, but still.
um, yeah. So, how about the Omnitrix from Ben 10?
Ooh, yes, that would be great.
That is a broken item.
Flash.
They're not joking when they say that and the Green Lantern rings are two very broken items in this universe. I know we're kind of walking away from the anime version, but like those are just broken.
Technically, Ben 10's an anime and animated show.
True, and so is the Green Lantern.
Technically, Avatar: The Last Airbender's an anime, but it's not.
Well, it depends on who you're looking at. I thought it was better than the live action version they made.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry to say this, but anything is better animated than the live action version.
Thank you. Disney, are you listening? Disney, are you listening? Before you make a live action Monsters Inc. or something, are you listening? We don't want it.
Please no. Even Moana, stop it. Stop.
I think
You already made it.
I think Moana could be funny. I want to see The Rock dance and sing "You're Welcome." I want to see it. I'm sorry, I want to see it.
Oh, okay, that's probably the only reason why. Just for The Rock.
The rest of the movie sucks, but the parts with The Rock in it, you know they're gonna be funny. You know they're gonna be good. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
God. I am terrified and excited for that.
Yeah. But, you know, it couldn't be any worse than what they did with The Little Mermaid. And I'm not talking about turning Ariel black or anything like that. I'm talking about, like, what they did with Sebastian and Flounder. It's like, oh, God, these are nightmares. These are things that should not exist. Freddy Krueger's looking at it going, man, I'm out of the job. Peace out, everybody. I'm not part of this anymore. This is what kids are waking up to nowadays? Goodbye, everybody. No, it's not happening.
Damn, that's... Damn.
Jason came out of the water and saw the band.
I
can't remember watching that, and he said, "Fuck this shit. This place is more fucked up than I can make it."
Just turned around and started swan diving into the water. No, get me away from this crap, please, please, please. Oh.
Michael watched his sister.
His sister was watching. He's like, I'm gonna let you live. I can't be part of this no more. I gotta get out of here.
Like, this is doing worse than I can ever do to you. Have fun.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna go check into the mental asylum right now because you are just no.
Well, he's always been a lunatic.
Yeah, but he'd be putting himself in for the right reason. I saw Sebastian's eyes move. That was it. I'm done. Help me, doctor, help me. I cuffed myself. Please help me. When I looked into that boy's eyes,
Fuck that shit.
when I looked into that boy's eyes, I saw fear and terror and Walt Disney. It's an evil that has to be stopped.
Like, holy fuck!
Extreme close up. Wow, wow. But yeah, I mean, if we're talking live action movies,
He decided that he wanted to go and kill everybody at the thing, and then saw that, and he's like, just.
in the Disney universe, he's now a preacher and has his own congregation at church and talks about and against Disney. I was a murderer, but then I saw what they did to Walt Disney with the Disney movies with their live actions, and I realized I can't be that much of a murderer. I gave up. I became a preacher.
More than I could.
Are we talking about Freddy Krueger? Freddy Krueger becoming a preacher now?
Yeah.
No, we're talking about Ghostface becoming a preacher.
Oh, he's a preacher now.
We're all sleeping on Mom Bear's sandal. No, I said anime. I didn't say real life. That thing can get you. It comes around corners and everything. It's not fun. Her chanclas of doom. No. Her chanclas of doom.
We always know the Mexican mother's chanclas of doom.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's the truth.
Gotta get into that
No.
chancla.
I will send you to Jesus.
Oh, God, no. I will send you to Jesus. Oh, God. Yeah, why are you talking a hillbilly accent? Emotional damage. Stupid E. God damn it.
All right, guys.
Emotional damage.
Exactly. All right, folks. We're going to end the stream here, but we'll probably continue the stream later on. Until next time, folks, I am Kaiju K.
I'm Necro Nick.
Don't even ask.
And that's Gabe.
He's the reason for some of the streams we've had.
And that's Crab.
And we'll see you all in the future. Peace out, everybody.